So as I mentioned in this tutorial, I'm using the wax crayon before I start to paint because it's not working really well on wet paper. So I'm just using a watercolor pencil, which, sorry, I forgot to mention. I'm just using a watercolor pencil to very vaguely outline the landscape. Absolutely just put some marks. You can use just a normal pencil if you don't have a watercolor pencil. Just make it very light, and we're not counting the trees and making exactly the same number of trees. It's really just very few lines. So immediately I put on this very few line. You can see I choose some light color. I look the photo all the time, so I suggest to do a print screen and leave it in front of you. So you can see I choose yellowish based on a photo which is closest to my crayons. I only used few colors, honestly, so whatever you found closest, something yellowish, light greenish, and I start to draw the lightest branches or lightest trees. But you see, I'm absolutely not going like exactly with the numbers of three. I just try to make a very loose movement with my hand and just copy the directions and the pattern. Just consider as like a loose pattern and try to copy it. Don't go exactly like don't try to copy exactly the number of trees and the branching. It would be crazy. And then I go with a little bit darker trees, which is more in a background and more shaded. And another thing I used is, so you can see some, I think, snow on the background and on the hillside. And it's really hard to not thinking about the real colors, but if you're not sure, just zoom in and check. So what I do is try to forget what I'm painting, and I just try to look exactly just try to define the color there. And so if you look the top of the hill, the snow is quite bluish, I think, like purplish bluish. And so I used some kind of blue colors to put down those patches of snow. And few more things. So I'm not really thinking, oh, this is the snow, this is the house, this is the rock. It's I'm just trying to get the pattern I'm seeing, as you can see, and the color of that pattern. And this is a loose painting, just very organic.